The guy that said I got carried to GM by playing nothing but Rocket. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm still addicted to Marvel Rivals. Nothing new there, I will not lie. Even started to learn DPS a little bit. I still suck at DPS, but that's on me. So, Season 1 has dropped, a whole bunch of new changes. Let's just say it's been a massive shakeup of the meta and what gets played and what doesn't. But after playing it for the first 2 weeks, what are my opinions on it? Well, I've got some things I want to say. Starting off, Midtown isn't a bad map. Off angles and high ground stays prevalent throughout the map and doesn't feel particularly biased on either side. A little bit confusing at first and at other times unintuitive, but after adjusting and learning the layout, I'd say it's pretty good. Plenty of places to go if you want to play dive, plenty of high ground to fight over for those that like having the vantage point, good defensive chokes, good offensive flanks. It flows well. It's got the whole shebang. Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman have been great additions to the game, although I feel like Reed should have been more of a vanguard. But at least it's fun giving people back shots for shields. And Sue is just incredibly strong with her utility. Her healing is alright, but you play Sue more for displacement and disruption rather than pure heal bot. With her Psionic Pulse, her little grav ball thing, her invisibility, her shield. She isn't a traditional, like, healing support, but she does provide extremely strong utility to the team. Changes to the rest of the cast, such as Hawkeye being nerfed and Hela being nerfed, Storm being buffed to an insane degree, and Wolverine becoming a menace to any Vanguard player in a 5-mile radius. Safe to say things have been pretty interesting. Although, I might as well talk about the glaring issue in the room, and that would be the new meta. It's nothing really surprising. New seasons usually come with drastic changes to the cast and even more drastic changes to the meta, in a way to shake things up so, it doesn't become stale. However, in this case, I'd say the meta is one of, if not, the most boring metas I have played. If you've seen any of the big streamers, or really anyone that plays at GM Plus, or even Diamond for that matter, you'll have seen the snooze fest known as the triple support meta. Luna, Mantis, Cloak, Invisible Woman, and all of their defensive ultimates just allow for people to stall for upwards of 40 seconds, when used one after another. Loki ult is also used, but that's just so he can copy another defensive ult to use as well. It's a glaring issue. Strategists generate their ultimate way too fast. Every fight you are in, you should always be prepared to hear the ultimate voice lines, and after a while, it drove me up a wall. Triple support does allow for other strategists like Rocket and Adam, hell even Jeff, but I'm gonna be honest, why would you play Jeff, to be somewhat viable. Rocket especially, considering his Cosmic Yarn amplifier and a big burst of damage will one-shot through most of the defensive ultimates. But unless you are able to coordinate your Cosmic Yarn amplifier with a single big burst of damage, you're better off playing literally any other support in solo queue. I'm not hating on my boy, I'm just stating some facts. But defensive ultimates slow the pace of the game down drastically. Every fight turning into a minute-long skirmish because of it just becomes a slog to play. It's less about who has the better gameplay, who has the better game sense, who has the better knowledge, all things considered. And it just turns into who has more defensive ultimates and who is smarter with their timing on defensive ultimates. The only thing more boring than that gameplay-wise, I would say, is the GOATS meta terrorizing Overwatch back in the day. Doesn't surprise me that all that gets banned nowadays is just Storm and 3 supports. A lot of people have suggested role queue to fix this problem, but that brings on a whole different set of issues that simply can't be fixed with band-aids. It would do nothing for the overall health of the game. A solution that's more in line with how powerful ultimates should be would be to nerf how fast they can be generated. And if that still doesn't fix the issue, then by all means, just nerf their numbers. Rank this season hasn't been all that bad. Reset was a bit of a shit show, but that's what to expect when stuff like this happens. Rocky start, but it eventually started to smooth out after a couple of days. It's still really early in the season, so I don't expect it to be completely normal. Alongside that, with the 7 division rank reset, so I started in Gold 1 after I ended GM3 last season, wasn't fun was all I'm gonna say. They added a new rank called Celestial, and Celestial being a new rank between Attorney and GM, I can't say much about it. As far as I'm concerned, it could be my next goal, it could be not. I don't know. It's just another rank to aim for if you've reached GM before. I've come to realize as well, playing this season, that I have a real bad habit of not taking my own advice. I tilt queued a lot, queued during demon hours because my sleep schedule sucks, and the worst of it, with how badly I was tilted in tilt queuing, I almost demoted back to Diamond 3 from Diamond 1. My brain has this thought process of do it yourself, and I just sort of go from there. Now, the question for me would be, do I push for Celestial? Honestly, I can attempt to go for Celestial rank, but I'm not holding my breath. All things considered, if I get to Celestial rank, I get to Celestial rank. If I don't, I don't. It's as simple as that. I'm happy with being sat at GM3 for the rest of the season. I can sit here and play quick play. when it comes to a gameplay experience, I'd say ranked 90% of the time is better than quick play. If you don't want to deal with 6 DPS in quick play, then you're probably better off playing ranked. There's also at times I just don't want to play with console players. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I just don't like playing with console players. Anyway, I'm going to keep this short. I don't really feel like rambling on for any longer than I need to. So that'll be it for me. All the relevant links for stuff will be in the description. And until my next video, whatever that will be from me, I'll see you then. It's been Azura, and I'm signing out. See ya.